Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Thursday, March 22nd, 2012. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Chip Ramsey with the Saturday Independent newspaper. In tonight's news, a proposal to allow people to cast early votes without a photo ID has failed in the Tennessee House. Students could be prohibited from having saggy pants on school grounds under a proposal advancing in the Tennessee legislature. And Tullahoma celebrates Arbor Day this Friday. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Tullahoma Drug has a gift for keeping well. You know about prescriptions, but there's so much more to tell. There's a gift for all occasions, for body, soul, and mind. Cards to show you care, gifts to show your kind. There are remedies and recipes and treats, you'll want to eat them. Stacks of books from famous cooks and spectacles to read them. Shades and frames, puzzles, games, dishes, plates, and mugs. We're a Tullahoma treasure. We are Tullahoma Drug.
Tullahoma Surgery Center is Tullahoma's newest and most complete surgical health care facility. The center combines state-of-the-art surgical care with efficient, affordable, and community-based outpatient service. The staff is committed to providing the highest quality care in a warm, personalized setting. The goal is to deliver excellent care and make your visit a pleasant experience. Tullahoma Surgery Center, the area's premier surgery center dedicated to outpatient surgery.
This is J.D. Oliver here at the Smokehouse on Monteagle Mountain. My sisters Betsy, Nancy, and I'd like to thank you for supporting our family business for over 50 years.
Hello, this is Stella Parton, and I am standing here right in the middle of Jim Oliver's Smokehouse restaurant. But you need to come in here. We just got through doing a show. We also have a music scene going on here, and I want to invite you to come down because it is your mountain destination. Music on the Mountain in Monteagle, Tennessee.
My name's Betsy Oliver. I'm the kitchen manager here. We serve a lot of ribs and barbecue and fried chicken.
Hey, this is Sean Mayer, and I just want to let everybody know to stop in at the Smokehouse if you're ever on your way to Chattanooga or Nashville. They not only have a great gift shop, awesome food, great entertainment on Saturday nights, but beautiful cabins to stay in. Check it out.
Make the Smokehouse your mountain getaway destination. Stay in one of our 84 lodge rooms and 20 timber frame log cabins. Look around our trading posts and eat in our delicious restaurant. Enjoy music on the mountain every Saturday night featuring the best of Nashville. Our family hopes to see you this year at Jim Oliver Smokehouse.
Welcome to the Rose Bowl. The team's taking the field. Not many people. Oh, my. He missed. Off to a rough start here. Somebody wants to go home. What's he doing?
If you're not watching college football in HD, you're watching Pee Wee TV. Graduate to Charter TV in HD and let it all in.
Welcome back. A proposal to allow people to cast early votes without a photo ID has failed in the Tennessee House. The measure, sponsored by Democratic House Minority Leader Craig Fitzhugh of Ripley, would set up a system for photographing voters at the polling place instead of requiring them to provide government-issued photo identification. The measure was defeated by a vote of 8-7 in the House State and Local Government Committee on Tuesday. A separate measure seeking to do away with the state's new photo ID law altogether was delayed for a week.
Students would be prohibited from having saggy pants on school grounds under a proposal advancing in the House. The measure, sponsored by Representative Joe Towns, passed the House Education Committee on a voice vote on Tuesday. The Memphis Democrat says the legislation required school districts to prohibit risque dressing. One common practice among male teenagers is sagging pants that expose their underwear. Towns' proposal also targets female students who dress indecently, such as certain types of bras. The companion bill is awaiting a vote in the Senate Education Committee. Towns tried unsuccessfully 3 years ago to pass a proposal that would levy a fine of up to $250 and 160 hours of community service for anybody whose pants sag below the waistline.
The Republican sponsor of a proposal that would let workers store firearms in vehicles parked on their employer's lot says he's listened to GOP leaders and plans to amend the legislation so it's not so broad. The original bill was up in the Senate Judiciary Committee on Tuesday, but Senator Mike Falk of Kingsport decided to delay it a week. Currently, the measure would apply to any legally owned firearm, regardless of whether the owner has a state-issued handgun carry permit. It would also apply to any private or public parking parking lot, meaning guns could be stored at schools or colleges. Representatives from the State Attorney General's office told the panel the current proposal is constitutionally defensible. Fault says the amended proposal will apply only to people with handgun carry permits and contain other exceptions.
Members of the Motlow Ladies Philanthropic Society recently met for the annual spring tea at the Clayton Glass Library on Motlow College's Moore County campus. The organization meets at least 2 times a year to build membership and turn resources into scholarship and student assistance dollars. During the business portion of the meeting, Judge Vanessa Jackson reported over $58,000 in donations reported to date, with over $30,000 distributed to students in need of assistance. Martha Scarborough discussed membership issues and ideas. Amanda Slayton of Taft attends the Fayetteville Center and is on track to graduate in May with a 3.8 GPA. She attends Motlow College with assistance from the Ladies Society and said, quote, "Without your help, I would not be attending school. I want to thank each and every one of you, and maybe one day I'll be able to help others the way you have helped me," end quote. After Slayton's heartfelt speech, Dr. Mary Lou Apple, president of Motlow and founder of MLPS in 2009, thanked her and said, quote, "I can't think of a better investment than in a person," end quote. Apple commented on the generosity of the group and said, quote, "You can feel the energy in here. There's a lot of caring and nurturing," end quote.
The city of Tullahoma will observe Arbor Day tomorrow. That's Friday, March 23rd at 9:30 a.m. The public is invited to attend a tree planting ceremony held at Prescott Bottling and Distributing Company located at 225 North Atlantic Street in Tullahoma. A tree donated by Prescott Bottling will be planted in memory of David Clay Prescott Jr. State forestry officials with the State Urban Forestry Department will also be on hand to present the city with its 15th Tree City USA Award. Tree City USA is a tree planting and tree care program sponsored by the National Arbor Day Foundation for cities and towns in the United States. To qualify for Tree City USA, a town or city must meet 4 standards established by the National Arbor Day Foundation and the National Association of State Foresters. Memorial tree donations can be made for $100. The tree will be planted on public property by city staff. Each donation will be recognized by a leaf on a memorial tree plaque at City Hall and cross-reference in a key. Every effort will be made to honor the wishes of the family and donor concerning tree species and location. Contact Debbie Graham at 931-455-2648 to make a donation to the Tree Fund. Tullahoma Tree Board members are Ralph Graham, Chairman Mark Shemp, Liz Kennedy, Wendell Hanson, Barbara Snyder, Milner Cardner, and Steve Worsham. Alderman Mike Stanton serves as the Tullahoma City Board representative. We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
I'm Lori Thompson.
I'm Mike Thompson, and Lori and I have bought Thompson Ford back in Tullahoma, Tennessee on Highway 55, selling new Fords and used vehicles and plenty of service in the service department. You guys have supported us 100%. We appreciate everything you've done for us. Look forward to 10 years worth of support. We can't wait to support you guys again. Give it back to the communities the Thompson Ford way. Come see Mike and Lori. Thank you very much. Thank you for blessing us. God bless America.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Got something.
Come on.
Good night.
Let it all in with Charter Internet and get the fastest, most reliable internet speeds.
Whether it's a home loan, a business loan, a personal loan, a loan for any good reason, Citizens Tri-County Bank is here to help you with the loans you need. With caring, friendly lending pros at convenient offices across Tullahoma, we love our community and we take pride in helping people get the loans they need. Citizens Tri-County Bank, focused on making loans for the individuals and businesses of our community.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor, too, when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Welcome back. Area ham radio operators held their annual Ham Fest last weekend in Tullahoma. Channel 6's Bob Payne brings us this video as local ham operator Tom Delker explains the role of ham operators in assisting the National Weather Service and warning citizens of inclement weather.
I'm Tom Delker here at the MTARS Ham Fest in Tullahoma, but I'm here to talk about the MTIRS Emergency Weather System, which is a collection of UHF repeaters that are linked together that help us serve the National Weather Service in Nashville, Huntsville, Memphis, and Morristown. And we have a website. It's mtears.org, and it has information about the coverage of our repeater system, our net night, which is on Monday night at 8 o'clock, where any amateur radio operator throughout Middle Tennessee, we have range all the way to Sevierville and out to the west of Jackson with our system. So we practice our skills and give training on those net nights. And other than that, we hold emergency sessions whenever severe weather threatens.
And I'm sure a lot of our viewers are already getting a head start on filing this year's income tax returns. Let's watch this video from the IRS about deductions for medical and dental expenses.
Here's a tip from the IRS. Hi, I'm Christina, and I work for the Internal Revenue Service. If you have a lot of medical or dental bills, you may be able to deduct some of them on your tax return. Keep in mind you will need to itemize your deductions in order to do so. In other words, if you fill out one of the short forms, either a 1040A or 1040EZ, you won't be able to claim any of your medical expenses. There are a couple of steps to figure out whether you can claim any of your medical expenses. Here are the steps. First, you need to add up all of your medical and dental expenses. You can include expenses you paid for yourself, your spouse, or a dependent, such as your child. Be sure to count any medical expense you paid during the year. Usually what counts is the date you paid an expense, not the date when the medical service was received. Expenses that qualify include co-payments and unreimbursed amounts for prescriptions, doctor visits, and procedures. You can also include some insurance premiums, medical supplies, medical-related mileage, and transportation costs. And now you can also include breast pumps and breastfeeding supplies. Step 2 is, you need to see if your total expenses are more than 7.5% of your adjusted gross income. If they are, you can deduct the portion of your expenses that exceeds 7.5%. So for example, if your income is $50,000, you can only claim the portion of your medical expenses that is more than $3,750. And be sure to keep all your receipts. More about what expenses qualify in our publication 502, which is called Medical and Dental Expenses. Download it at irs.gov.
Stay tuned, more Newsleader on 6 is coming up straight ahead.
Construction has started on the brand new Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac in Tullahoma, and our inventory is in the way. So to make room for the construction equipment, Stan said to sell 100 vehicles. So our mess means you save on all new and pre-owned vehicles at Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. Discounts up to $11,000 off MSRP or 0% financing. Stop by now. We've got unbelievable deals and we need the space. It's the under construction sale at Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac in Tullahoma.
say I'll love you forever at Woodard's Diamond Showroom inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma.
I'm NASCAR driver Mark Martin. You know what's worse than waiting in traffic? Waiting in the emergency room when you're in pain. So choose the ER that's extra fast, ER Extra. ER Extra is specifically engineered to get you the help you need and back in action with race car speed. ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
ER Extra, exclusively at Harton Regional Medical Center.
Waiting around for things other people get right away just doesn't make much sense. Get high-speed Charter internet and enjoy downloads way faster than DSL.
Welcome back. Many of us think of exercise as a trip to the gym or a vigorous workout, playing some kind of sports. Merrill Meadows with the Tullahoma Parks and Recreation Department speaks with Luann Partington about a relaxing and scenic approach to exercise and nature.
This is Luann Partington with the Tennessee Ornithological Society, and Luann is also a wildlife rehabilitator. Luann, tell us what you have going on here today.
The Tennessee Ornithological Society meets every month, and we're a group basically of bird nerds. We also conduct at least one monthly field trip. As a matter of fact, the club today is down at Wheeler National Wildlife Refuge, looking at all the birds that are there. February 18th, we're going to go see the eagles in Stevenson, Alabama. But we try to get out. We try to do some scientific type stuff, get out and identify birds, count birds, but we also want to just get people out looking at birds, being able to know what's in their backyard and enjoy the little bit of nature we've got here in town.
And how would they go about contacting you if they want to join one of the, or go on one of the excursions you have, or find out more about birding here in Tullahoma?
They can either call, I'm one of the field trip coordinators, they can call me at 393-4835, or Laura McCall's the other field trip coordinator, and her number is 307-3134. Our club president is Lisa Trail, and you can contact her about the monthly meetings, 728-6045.
And you know, I also have every month the Tennessee Ornithological Society sends me their newsletter, and if you want more information, if you can't remember the numbers, you can always call me at 461-1080. I've got their current newsletter list, what's coming up too, posted on the bulletin board at CD Stamps. You know, let's promote getting out there in the wilderness and get these kids out there to appreciate just how much beauty there is out here. It's not all on your little laptop and your iPods.
Pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is a West Highland Terrier named Caesar, available for adoption. He's approximately 10 years old, weighs 14 pounds, and gets along well with other dogs and children. Caesar entered the shelter as a stray from the Cedar Lane area in Tullahoma. He is up to date on all of his vaccination and is heartworm negative. Caesar will receive a free spay at the Middle Tennessee Spay and Neuter Clinic in Shelbyville, provided by the Tullahoma Animal Shelter. Microchip identification is available to all dogs adopted for a $10 or greater donation to the shelter. For more details, contact Teresa at 454-9580. State law also requires a $25 deposit, refundable upon proof that the adopted pet has been neutered or spayed. The shelter has an ongoing need for donations of collars, dog food, treats, leashes, stainless steel food bowls, and monetary donations to provide medical care. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue.
The Coffee County Humane Society's featured pet this week is Sooty. Sooty is an adorable black poodle mix who has been at the shelter for 3 weeks and needs a home soon. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. The hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. That's Monday through Friday. The shelter is also in need of foster homes. Vet care and food will be provided if necessary. The shelter's phone number is 723-2711 or 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society at Post Office Box 252, Manchester. Their website is www.coffeehumane.org. We'll be right back in just a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
If you're looking for a great atmosphere, good music, an open design, and a staff that understands what it takes to serve the best food around, you'll find it at the Timberloft Restaurant in Manchester. Locally owned and operated, the Timberloft features smoked meats, prime rib, black Angus steaks, sandwiches, burgers, pastas, incredible appetizers and sides, and decadent desserts made in-house. Searching for a new place to hang out with company clients and friends? With a cozy feel, a quiet bar, awesome drinks, and big city quality food, you found it when you visit the Timberloft, 1165 Woodbury Highway, Manchester. Catering and party planning available. The Timberloft, spectacular.
Our office used to look like this, but now with My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young, it's easy. We've made all of our files electronic and stored them in our virtual filing cabinet, which gave us tons of space. And Bob here, a big promotion. Melissa can pull files in minutes and spends hours on Facebook. And Kyle's confidential files stay confidential.
We're not totally paper-free, right?
My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young. It's that easy.
Serving you as a local firefighter. Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force. Serving Tullahoma. Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. The Motlow Bucks hammered out 31 hits, including 7 doubles and 4 home runs, and scored 32 runs on their way to a 12-2, 20-10 sweep over visiting Martin Methodist on Monday at the Driver Baseball Complex in Moore County. Tyler Murphy had a great day as he went 4 of 5 from the plate, hit his 9th home run of the season, and added 2 runs batted in his team-leading total of 29. Brett Mansfield went 3 for 4 in the game, 2 with a double, a homer, and 5 runs batted in. Game 1 went all Motlow's way with solid pitching and error-free defense. Joey Folletta, who was 3-1 on the mound for the season, got the win on the mound, tossing 3 innings and allowing only 3 hits with 5 strikeouts. The Bucks scored 7 runs for Folletta in the first inning, and then when he left after his team held a commanding 9-1 lead. Brandon Reynolds pitched the final 2 innings of the 5-inning affair, allowing 4 hits and 4 strikeouts. Brandon Johnston was 2 for 2 with a double and an RBI. Kent Voorhees went 2 for 3 and drove in a run. Zach White went 2 for 3 with a double and 2 RBIs. Shaw Dickerson and Andre Solomon each had hits and drove in 2 runs. Dickerson started the game game 2 on the mound for the Motlow Bucks, but from the outset the contest was destined to be a wild, offensively dominated game. Tanner Mulder, who is 2-0, recorded 1 out in the 3rd inning and pitched a shutout 4th inning to pick up the win without allowing a hit. Martin Methodist jumped out front first with 2 runs in the 1st inning and another in the 2nd, but the Bucks' barrage began in the bottom of the 2nd inning and didn't stop until they had their 10-run lead in the bottom of the 5th inning, forcing the game to end due to the 10-run rule after 5 innings. The win should help the Bucks, who are now 18-11 and 3-6 in conference play, as they prepare for this weekend's Tennessee Community College Athletic Association series against conference leader Columbia State. Game 1 at the Driver Complex is Friday at 2 p.m. and Saturday's doubleheader is set for 12 p.m.
The Tullahoma Wildcats ran their season record of 4-2 with a 3-1 win over Murfreesboro Siegel Tuesday night at Grider Stadium. Senior Bradley Ropke picked up the win after sharing pitching duties with sophomore Justice Sheffield. Ropke also keyed the offense with a homer, a double, and a single. The Wildcat victory came on the heels of a 1-2 performance at a weekend tournament in Mississippi. Meanwhile, the Tullahoma Lady Wildcat softball team finally got a balky offense cranked up Tuesday night with a 5-2 victory at Columbia. Senior Hannah Searcy of Montlow Sinai got things started for a Lady Cat offense that had been held scoreless so far this season with a 2-run homer in the second inning. She added a double and a single later in the contest. Junior Dana Kirkpatrick went the distance on the mound for the Lady Cats a day after they had been shut out in their district opener 8-0 by Lincoln County. We'll be right back in a moment with your weather forecast.
Here at Russell Barnett Kia, we do not have any dancing hamsters, nor do we have any sock monkeys, but we do have the guaranteed lowest price on all new Kias. Come by and check out this all-new 2010 Sporty Kia Soul for $17,995. Or check out this new redesigned 2011 Kia Sportage. No sock monkeys, no dancing hamsters, just guaranteed low prices here at Russell Barnett Kia. My question is, why buy anywhere else?
Welcome to Camino Real, home of the area's most authentic Mexican food. Expect quality service in a friendly environment that features the only truly authentic Mexican food in the area, with favorites like tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, burritos, tostadas, freshly made guacamole, and Mexican rice, all made from scratch using homemade Mexican recipes and only the freshest ingredients. Come and enjoy a meal at Camino Real with the great food, friendly service, and warm atmosphere of Old Mexico.
Tommy Anderton and Martha Jane Barton from Traders Bank to share why our Channel 6 viewers should bank with us in 2012. Martha Jane, I've known you to be employed at Traders Bank practically all my life. What is so special about Traders that's allowed you to enjoy 52 years employment?
Tommy, there are several things that make Traders the best. At Traders, it's like family as an employee and for our customers. Each customer receives exceptional personal service. At Traders, we're flexible and timely with our responses. At Traders, we listen and accommodate.
Martha Jane, thank you for that testimonial. Our New Year's resolution is to continue treating customers like family. It's truly why so many people never bank anywhere else.
Traders Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1938 at 82 degrees. Record low was in 1958 at 20 degrees. The average high on this day is 63 and the average low is 39. For tonight, look for some thunderstorms in your forecast with a low of around 63. And rain and thunderstorms remain in the forecast for Friday with a high of 76 and a low of 53 expected, and some scattered thunderstorms still in the forecast on Saturday with a high of 72 and a low of 50. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a fantastic weekend.